What's up, guys? Welcome to the You versus You podcast. Today we got another 10-minute talk. Today we got a thick Thursday. This is Bailey. This is
I'm Lucas.
Lucas. Guys, super quick. We've been getting a lot of awesome attention from all of you guys. I wanted to remind you guys, please, if you get any value from this, if you don't, let us know in the dislike or the comment section. If you do, don't forget to leave us a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who you think would also get some value for this. It fuels our flame, and it also would help us reach more people, more like-minded people that would join our community. What are we going to talk about today, Lucas? Let's get into it.
Today we are going to talk about the importance of having a good diet and sticking to that diet. And
pizza.
leave a comment if you want something good to happen to you. I was thinking of that the whole time you were talking.
Oh, you got the Lewis voice.
If you want something good to talking to
Stop scrolling if you want something good to happen to you.
If you want something good to happen,
Share this
make
video.
Sure to comment good.
Yeah. We're making fun of a cringy, I was about to say it,
entrepreneur
a
who's on
cringy
TikTok.
video.
And it's just, we'll leave his link in the description.
Today we're going to talk about diet and how that affects your productivity, how that affects your mood, and your lifestyle. I mean, I know it's hard for me if I ate like garbage, if I ate like malarkey and my body feels bad, I would definitely have the idea in my mind to just chill and let my food go down rather than work and try to push through it. It's super important. So I know you had a lot to say about this. What are you going to throw on it? What are you going to rain on them? Rain fire.
I ain't got no bars to spit
Rain
this week.
fire.
I'm actually the one that brought up like doing a 10-minute talk on diet. I'm pretty sure Bailey would have wanted to do one eventually, but I just wanted to talk about diet because diets are something that people promise themselves that they're going to do and quit more often than anything else in the world, you know? Like literally every week you'll hear somebody choking on their drink. Like every week, I'm pretty sure you know someone who's every week talking about, I'm going to start my diet on Monday. Monday comes, they eat good. Tuesday comes, they eat good. Wednesday, they don't eat good. All right, now I'm just going to wait till Monday to start again. I'm going to wait till Monday, G. And that's so, like, bad for your mind because it's something that's so small, but you do repetitively over and over that you're subconsciously telling yourself it's okay to not be a man of your word or a woman of your word, even if it's just like the word you gave yourself. So what I mean by that is you even promise yourself that you're going to eat better and that you're about to work out more. And then when you don't, and you don't face any repercussions because of it, you just go, all right, I'll start next time. Your mind starts to think it's okay to put stuff off until later. And that's just going to keep getting later and later and later. The next thing you know, you're on my 600-pound life.
So you touched on a few things there. The number one thing I noticed that you mentioned was that you said it's more of a mindset thing than anything.
Yeah.
So why not just stick to a terrible diet and if you're still sticking to something, why not just do that? What's the difference?
Because that's easy. And nothing.
Why is it easier?
Because
it tastes better.
It tastes better. It's
probably easier to get.
Probably
cheaper.
You don't got to make anything. It's not cheaper, actually.
Well, some foods that are like very natural, there's certain places you have to go to get it, and some of them charge more for it.
Yeah.
But
when I mean like stick to a diet, I don't mean like get all like the organic shit. And I don't mean getting all the organic stuff and like only vegetables and only broccoli, kale salads, juice cleanses.
YouTube's about to be like, he's cussing.
Suppress the video.
Crush the subscribers.
They are happy about this video. Crash the views.
They tried hard into not cussing.
Now
crash it. Crash the profile.
Kill them.
Kill them.
But what I mean is like when sticking to a diet is just staying away from foods that are obvious you shouldn't be eating. Like you shouldn't be out getting McDonald's every day. You shouldn't be eating pizzas every day. You shouldn't be having fried chicken every day. You shouldn't be having tacos every day.
Okay, so you're saying stick to a diet, and when you make promises to yourself, especially something as important to lifestyle as such as diet, it's important that it is that it's something that will fuel your lifestyle. If you're
Yeah.
trying to build a business, if you're trying to be someone very productive, if you're young and you're going through school, you have another job, you're reading, you're going through the self-development phase, it's important that you put yourself on a plan that's healthy for you, that's good for your body, and stick to it, so you build that self-credibility with yourself and you have that confidence into whatever you're going to put that energy into.
Yeah.
So so what about the diet part? What kind of diets have helped you, or that kind of gave you
those
this lesson?
Clean little segue,
Thanks, Blair.
G. I was trying to find a way to segue into that, but you did it well. So personally,
I
right
crashed
now,
it.
what I'm doing is intermittent fasting and making like healthier choices. So if you guys follow me on Instagram at Lucas Wavy, you will see the couple meals that I've been posting. Like the other day, I had fried chicken and waffles, and I had a fried chicken sandwich. Well, I had them in 2 different days, but I mean, you hear fried chicken and you're like, that's not healthy. But it was a healthier option that I made at my house that had very little fat, was low on carbs, but was super high in protein. So what I'm trying to focus on is having stuff that's higher in protein and that's not super high in carbs or fat, because I've found that those, for me, weigh me down and make me a lot lazier throughout the day. Like if I would have gotten a chicken sandwich from like Popeyes or Chick-fil-A, I probably would have not felt like doing anything for the next couple hours at minimum.
Trying to fix your macros.
Trying to get my macros, G.
Yeah.
Little insider.
Yeah, I know. That's an insider. Definitely cannot explain that one on this one. But
For all the fellas out there, though, leave a comment what your macros are.
yeah, leave a comment what your macros are, fellas. And I think if we're specifically talking to fellas, I think you guys kind of guessed what that means.
Yeah, what your macros looking like, G.
Yeah, for me, the same thing. I just started intermittent fasting when I started my bulking thing. I started bulking recently, and I got an intermittent fasting, so I didn't put on too much fat. So that'll kind of help me hedge off the fat as I eat more calories and attempt to build more muscle faster than if I wasn't in a calorie surplus. And cool benefit that I got from intermittent fasting that I forgot that was one of my favorite things about it when I was on it last year, was that you don't have to worry about food I don't worry about food until
Dude, that's like one of the best parts.
2 p.m., 3 p.m. And I could drink black coffee and have energy. And the only thing is, you can't exercise in the morning, because after you exercise, you can you literally do it? Yes. But what would be more efficient for your body as far as when to eat protein and when to work out? You're just, like, right after you work out, it's usually the best time to put some protein into your body.
That's a myth, though. It doesn't matter.
I'm not talking about the window. I'm not talking about the window where everybody's like, oh, like you should throw some protein in your body, like if you do it in between
30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't mean the window. I mean,
in
it's
a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, and I'm talking about like if you're looking to be as efficient as possible. If that's the only way you could work out, and intermittent fasting is your thing. And I'm not gonna do it anymore because Bailey said I shouldn't do it. No, that's not an excuse. I'm just talking about what's the most efficient way. But that's what's made me a lot more productive, not having to worry about food until then. And then also, you're having your first meal be a big one, so I don't have to worry about food again for like another or 4.5 hours. And also eating a high protein diet, not only keeps you more full throughout the day, but you feel full to a point where you don't feel gross. I know we all have been to those restaurants where we go home and we feel nasty. And if you do that when you have some important things to do throughout your day, I'm very confident that there is a huge psychological thing that goes behind, your food ends up becoming your DNA. Literally.
Protein also requires the most energy for your body to break down. So it'll even raise your resting metabolic rate, helping you lose even more weight.
100%.
So that's why high protein diets are so key for like bodybuilders, people who are trying to get under 5% body fat.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, if you're working out, that's having a high protein diet that's going to help your body recover quicker and help you see results faster, which will increase your momentum even more. At that point, you just become a cycle of putting in the work, seeing the results, putting in the work, seeing the results. When if you keep putting in the work and you see no results and you're starting to feel terrible, you're stacking all of these negatives against yourself because of your own decisions, because of your own self lack of discipline, you're making it harder for yourself to stay consistent with something that you're not even seeing results. And if you can't even make those right decisions, you probably don't even believe that you can do that. So now you're losing all your self-belief and all reasons to stay on track because you're not seeing any results. So any person would fold at that point, right? So it's super important that you mentioned, say you're going to do something, stick to it. And so now people are saying, okay, the intermittent fasting would probably make me more productive. You don't have to worry about food until a certain amount of time. You only eat in a certain window. A high protein diet. Something else I wanted to ask you, I just forgot. Is there anything else that's been important to your diet other than high protein and intermittent fasting? And
We touched on it
exercising
earlier, staying away from like the bad foods, like the restaurants that make you just feel lazy.
Uh-huh.
Cause I mean, I don't know who would do this, but if you ate a pizza at like 8 o'clock in the morning and you had like two or three slices, you're going to be out for the rest of the day and you're just not going to want to do anything.
Yeah.
And even keeping to your diet is like small little wins throughout the day that keep helping you build up momentum for the week, the month, for whatever. Because if you wake up and have a bowl full of sugary cereal and just feel like crap for the rest of the day versus waking up eating like a cup of egg whites or something that's super high in protein and has like it's literally just protein straight up. You're going to feel a lot better straight off of those egg whites because it's something that's good for your body and it's not making you crash, You're not getting that sugar crash from a lot of what's in a lot of foods, not just cereal.
100%. If you think it's important enough to your life that you should exercise so you can be healthier, then you should take this even more serious because of, as we both know and as most people know, because it's become more popular now, your physique is 80% diet and 20% exercise. So that just goes to show not only so you could look good in bed, but that you could feel great after you get out of bed.
Like, for real though, if you're working out but still eating malarkey when you stop working out, like what's the point? You're not going to see any results physically. You're going to gain strength, but you're not going to gain as much or as quick as if you were actually eating what your body needed. So it's like you're hindering your progress of being in the gym through your diet.
And not only, and we're talking about progress from the gym, but not only that, you're hindering your health, period. I mean, when you eat,
trying to have a heart attack at 30 G?
Exactly. When your body reacts in so many different ways. Your body needs to be healthy, and your body literally, what you consume through your mouth and through what you're tasting. Sorry. All right, I'm just kidding. Right. What you're consuming through your mouth, even though whether it's snacks or whatever, that's literally the fuel for your body. So remember that. With the decisions that you make to put into your body, that's saying that your body is a temple, that's exactly the input output that you're asking for. So if you're gonna eat chips because you think it's worth the taste, then also be prepared to feel like crap mentally and physically, because that's what you sign up for when you indulge in those kinds of vices. And so what I was gonna ask you, Lucas, was, so you've came from a spot where you were undisciplined, and now you're becoming a little more disciplined, becoming more and more disciplined every single day. So for someone that was in your spot, what exactly would you do to start? Because I know, if I know anything about you, I know that we both know one of the worst things to do is to make a ginormous, drastic change from 0 to straight to 75 hard level with 0 cheating. So what would you recommend for someone in that position that was just starting off undisciplined, maybe like how you were coming out of high school a few years ago? To wrap this up, what first change would you make, and how would that gradually change as you get better?
Like you said, not going to 0-100 is super key. Because your body's used to this food that you're eating. It's used to like the burgers, the chili cheese fries, the tacos, the burritos. It's used to all these foods that you've been giving it for years. So naturally, those foods also release a lot of dopamine in your body because they're mainly fat, sugar, and grease.
Right.
So your body's going to naturally just crave that more and more. But what I found is what helped me is eating like through a consistent time period without ever really getting too hungry, because then your body's not going to crave food. You know what I mean? So for me, what helped me when I started trying to lose weight is I started eating smaller meals but more consistently throughout the day, so that I'm constantly giving my body food and it's not craving the next meal. You know what I mean? I found it's easiest to mess up on your diet when you're hungry, because your body's just thinking of getting food no matter what it is. So meal prepping could be a good thing to do. And you don't even have to meal prep every single meal, because you could wake up first thing in the morning, make your eggs, have some turkey bacon and a bowl of oatmeal or something. But then when you go to work, you could grab a bowl of Chipotle or something like that, and then you have your dinner meal prepped already, you know?
Yeah.
Just like rice, chicken, broccoli, stuff like that. So that's just one thing that helped me, because, I mean, we both tried 75 hard, and especially for me, someone who was super undisciplined, I got up to 250 pounds at one point, and I thought, 75 hard.
And what are you at now?
205.
Actually, for me, to kind of contradict in there before we wrap it up, but this will also make a great point. Another thing that made me more productive intermittent fasting was that I was able to eat bigger meals and less small meals, because I just hate eating small meals. When I'm hungry, I just want to eat and get over with. So for me, it actually makes sense to eat bigger meals, and then rather than a bunch of little small meals throughout the day. And I know you do the same if you're intermittent fasting, because you have to fit all that in a window.
Yeah, like I'll start my day.
But the lesson out of that is find what the heck works for you and stick to it. The point is to find a system that is going to feed your body the fuel that matches whatever your ambition is. If you have zero ambition and you don't care how your body functions and how your body looks and how your body feels and how your body helps you as in your lifestyle, then obviously this isn't for you, and obviously don't make any changes. You have no positive expectations or expectations for growth. But if you said yes to any of those, then your plan and what you put in your mouth should directly correlate to that. And if it's not, then you have a bigger problem on your hands, which is more of a mindset problem and delusional confidence, which we already went over. Go back and watch our other videos and share it with a friend that you think needs it. But the point in that is that there's more than one way. Do your research. Find what's easy. Find what meals are not only taste good to you that you kind of enjoy, but that'll be easy for you to make, easy for you to come across. Exercise, high protein diet. Try intermittent fasting. It worked for us. It makes us more productive. And whether it's a bunch of big meals or a little amount of small meals, whatever works best for you, you stick to that. Build that self-confidence, and all in all, not only do you feel good on the inside, but on the outside. And who doesn't like to look good naked? Who, Lucas? Who?
I was going to say something that was going to get me canceled, but I'll just hold off on that. This might end up as a 30-minute talk.
YouTube's like, get that shit.
Because
we could end it in like a minute and still.
No, because I want to like give a couple more tips for like people trying to lose weight.
We'll just make it a full episode.
Probably. Something else, I want to like give stuff that people could start doing right now that's not going to make like an insane change in their life, but it could help them slowly build momentum every single day to the point where they could like consistently follow a diet. One thing that helped me a ton was having a structured day. So I'm not just going about the day not knowing what I'm going to do at this time or this time or this time. Waking up at the same time, going to sleep at the same time, going to the gym at the same time, eating at the same time, just stuff like that. So you don't just wake up whenever you want and you're like, all right, I'm just going to hang out until I get hungry. All right, I'm hungry. I'm going to call something in. Because I'll use today as an example. I woke up 2 hours later than I should have. But the reason why I did that is because the night before, I went to sleep 2 hours later than I should have. I usually go to sleep at about 10 o'clock. I want to sleep at midnight. So instead of waking up at 5:30, I woke up at 7:30. With that, I wasn't able to like make my bed the way I wanted to. I kind of just threw my blanket over it. And then I went straight off to the gym. And then I came home, I jump roped. I sat on my computer to edit last week's episode, and I haven't been able to edit it because as soon as I got onto it, I was talking to people in a Discord chat that I'm trying to build myself right now for my stock trading, and he helped me set up some stuff with my broker, TD Ameritrade, and then I had to eat because then it hit 12, so I ate for like 30 minutes, and then no, I lied. I jump roped before that, and then I came and I set my stuff up, and I ate about at 12 as I was setting it up, and then I like tested out the settings that he wanted me to do, and then I kind of got sidetracked to trading when I sent you that. So I spent about like 30 to 45 minutes trading, and then that's when Bailey hit me. He was like, "All right, I'm gonna go do some big boss things right now. Set up my bank account. Yeah,
for my LLC."
And then after that, I had to like shower. But if I would have waken up 2 hours earlier, luckily I haven't cheated on my diet because my discipline's been on X Games mode recently.
X Games mode.
But my discipline has been on X Games mode because pretty much this entire week I woke up with the time that I told myself. And a lot of people say discipline like dissipates as you use it, so like it gets weaker and weaker, but that's like completely not the case at all. I find myself when I'm more disciplined in the mornings, it's easier to make smarter decisions because I don't want to sacrifice the entire day of good decisions for a cheeseburger that's like right in front of my face. Like yesterday when I got done working out, my mom brought home an entire pizza from some place that I really like and wings, and I haven't had any of it.
You were like, this mother.
I was like, get this out of my face before I throw it away, G. No, but it was easy to make the decision to not eat that pizza because I had been disciplined throughout the entire day beforehand. If I had already if I would have said forget my schedule and woken up at noon and then didn't work out, didn't jump rope, didn't go to the gym with Bailey like we did, I probably would have been like, man, I already messed up this entire day. Let me just eat this pizza and recoup tomorrow. But honestly, I kind of looked at the pizza and I was like, I don't even want that right now because I knew how it was going to make me feel after.
You built that habit already.
Yeah. So I kind of went on a little tangent there, but structuring your day and doing stuff consistently, setting up small wins for yourself to build your discipline for the entire day.
Mm-hmm. And that also applies to your diet, right? So structuring your diet.
Yeah, that applies to like literally anything in your life. Just structuring your diet, what meals you're going to eat, when you're going to eat them. Like the chicken sandwich and the fried chicken, I knew the days before that's what I was going to eat. Mm-hmm. What I ate today, I knew before that's what I was going to eat.
When it comes to this subject and almost any other subject, something that my mentors taught me, they believe in KISS, keep it stupid simple. Keep it stupid simple. So no matter what, I mean, even the recent business plan that I was telling you about that I came up with for my business, I literally just told myself I'm just gonna focus on these two things in my life, and that's it. I don't care what opportunities. Obviously, I'm open-minded. I'm not dumb and keeping myself closed-minded to miss great opportunities. But I'm literally going tunnel vision and focusing on these two things in my business until they provide results. And then if I feel the need to adjust, then I adjust. But if not, you focus on two things and you keep it stupid simple and you keep doing those until you're absolutely great at it and until those are yielding the reward that you're looking for.
It's tunnel vision.
And the exact same thing with something like this. So if you're going to pull anything out of this, the diets and not tactics, but the values in our diet that helped us the most, not only feel good, but even play good, perform good in our own lives and businesses, has been a high protein diet always. Stay off the carbs and the fats as much as you can. Look up macros if you need to look it up. There's tons of people that provide in-depth diet advice. High protein diet, intermittent fasting, give it a try. It could work for you.
Everybody's
especially
different.
If you have a lot to do throughout the day. I notice a lot of entrepreneurs also do intermittent fasting, because during your fasting period, you're also giving your body some natural energy. Your body naturally goes into it has something to do with your fight or flight syndrome. When you haven't ate for that long, your body like kind of goes back to its old nature. Like, hey, we haven't ate. Do we need to hunt for it? Do you need energy? You want me to give you some energy?
Trying to take this G?
Yeah, and then it gives you some energy. So And then that paired with black coffee, so you kind of fence off your appetite, does give you some pretty well energy. And black coffee, if you're not being if you're not being stupid addicted to it, it's healthy for you as well. So there's really no negatives there. So it's worth the shot. That high protein diet, choosing something that works for you, sticking to it, which is what you just mentioned, right?
Also, I mean, you were talking to me about this yesterday when we were on our way home. When you eat a super high protein diet, your body
farts a lot.
Yes. So you're gonna get a little poots. So you gotta stay smelling good. And that brings us to today's video sponsor. Nah, I don't know if I was talking to you about this. It might be a YouTube video, but I might say it and you're gonna be like, "Foo, I was telling you that." Like you always.
You literally like he brings up things like, "Bro, I just saw this," and I'm like, "No, you didn't. I told you. I told you all of what you're just saying."
When you're intermittent fasting, your body's gonna look for something as energy: proteins, fats, carbs, whatever.
So hide your kids.
So if you have a super high protein diet, the first thing your body's gonna look to
sugar
is burning the sugar. Yeah. Or burning the carbs or burning the fat first. I forgot exactly which one it was. But basically eating this high protein diet is you're gonna have so much your body's gonna be like, I need to put this somewhere. And it's gonna put it into your muscles.
Put what somewhere?
It's gonna put it into your muscles, and when you're fasting and you haven't had food for 12 hours, it'll most likely dip into the fat stores.
Gotta bury his bone somewhere, you feel me?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? But 100%. That's why intermittent fasting works for me. Keeps me super productive. Don't have to worry about food. And then when I do eat, it gives me more energy because the body's like, oh, now we have outside energy from food. So I feel even more of an energy boost. And just having that super small window of time that I just have to worry about food just makes the rest of my day super productive. Mm-hmm. I don't have to worry about planning so many meals at times that are so distant from each other throughout the day. So since that time is so condensed, it's easier for me to plan it out.
And you don't got to worry about having snacks. That was something that hindered me more than the meals, to be honest.
Yeah, because you'd have to be eating every 3 hours.
Yeah.
Otherwise. Yeah, I hated that.
One thing that helped me switch around my diet, too, is everyone does this. Men, you might be too masculine to admit this, but everyone looks at celebrities that have good bodies and they'll be like, damn, I'd want that. Uh-huh. I want that right there.
I'd shag him.
I'd shag him. I wouldn't let him shag me, but
I'd shag him.
I'd shag him. So, I mean, I see celebrities with bodies and I'm like, damn, The Rock, I look just like you, my guy.
True.
No, but people see these bodies that they want, but they keep eating the
C.T.
diets.
Fletcher, twins.
They keep eating the diets that gave them the body they have. And being realistic with yourself, just ask yourself, does the person who has the body that I want, are they eating the way I am? And I feel like that's going to help, honestly, more than anything, because it's going to be a wake-up call.
Yeah.
Literally, before a meal that I would cheat on, I would ask myself, is X or Y, would he eat this right now?
Would he make the same decision?
What would Jesus do?
That applies to so much. Something my first mentor told me was, you need to act like your future self right now. Like whoever you want to be, you need to act like that person right now. So he would ask himself, would future blah, blah, blah. So let's say I was doing it. If you were in between two decisions, let's say it's between going out or going to the gym, whatever version of your future self you have in your mind that you see, that you want, ask yourself, would future Bailey make this decision? What would he do? What would future billionaire Bailey or whatever your alter ego is? What would this person do? What would this person decide? That's the only way that you could become that kind of person. You have to intentionally put yourself in that mindset, in their shoes. And that 100%, diet is one of the best places to start with this, because you're not only are you literally building a track record yourself, which is something that is super hard. A huge percentage of Americans are overweight. That just goes to show how hard it is to make the right decisions.
It's gonna be like
coming to food
in 2030,
especially coming to food, because the dark side of the food, like fast food, all of that.
Really adopted the dog.
I was born in it, raised by it,
molded by it.
The dark side of food, junk food, fast food, all that's very easily accessible. That's one of the best tests to start with when on your journey of self-development. So definitely start with the little things, working out, making small changes to your diet. Maybe start with intermittent fasting, start with eating higher protein meals, more, however you want to get that. I mean, if you want to get it through plants, if you want to get it through animals, whatever floats your boat.
No veganism here.
As long as you're what?
No veganism here. Carnivore diet. I go out in my backyard and I kill deer
Cannibalism
from my
diet.
penthouse.
Yeah, this one's getting suppressed for sure.
His discipline is rising.
I
was thinking about that right now. He is losing weight. Bump it.
100%. Definitely start with your diet. Start with exercising. Make a plan, make small changes, stick to them. When you see some results, I promise you that is so gratifying. Once you start that wheel, focus on keeping it going as much as you can. And this is one of the biggest things. This is something that I wanted to talk about today, maybe on another episode. When you stop, if you fail, if you make a mistake, the number one thing that you have to know is how to forgive yourself. If anybody you look at, anybody that has the body that you want, has the business that you want, has the income that you want, they failed and they had to forgive themselves to try again. When you fail, before you get back up, you have to forgive yourself. For example, if you woke up 2 hours later and you feel so bad about it that you can't even function for the rest of the day and you have zero, you drag yourself through it, but you do it with little confidence, you are not going to be able to function at the best that you can at your 100% capacity, and your work is going to be faulted. Your work is going to be defected because you didn't have the ability to forgive yourself for one decision that you made, and now that's leaky. All of that bad energy is leaking into every other thing that you're doing throughout the day. You have to learn to forgive yourself. You realize the mistake you made, realize this is what I have to do next time. What can I do to prevent myself from making this mistake again? For example, you could set multiple alarms from different phones different phones. One from a phone, one from your laptop. That's what I do. I do one from my phone, one from my laptop, and then maybe one from a separate alarm. So you have to be up for like almost a whole minute before you shut all of them off. That'll help you be awake sooner. That's a way to prevent that mistake from happening again. Forgive yourself. Try your best and move on. That's it.
I wanted to add to that too. You have, like he said, it's so important to forgive yourself and not criticize yourself on the mistakes you made, but also not sacrifice the rest of or give up on the rest of the week or even the rest of the day because of the bad decision you made, Even if it is, since we're talking about diet, even if like at 2 p.m., you have a bad meal that you didn't plan for, so your calories and your macros are all messed up. Instead of saying, oh, well, I already messed up, so I'm just going to wait until tomorrow morning. Just pick it up from there.
Yeah, ask, how can I fix it now?
Have a healthy meal for dinner. Don't wait for Monday to fix it and back up on what you're doing. Realize your mistake, forgive yourself, and pick up that very second.
100%. I think so. So this is going to be a full episode.
David Goggins, honestly.
Yeah. Conquer your inner B word.
Your inner bachelor?
What I would recommend, that's what we're going to use as a substitute. Son of a bachelor. I would recommend, Andy, so what we're talking about, the values of making promises to yourself that are healthy to your lifestyle and sticking to them, I would recommend Andy Frisella's podcast episode on 75 Hard. His program 75 Hard is very extreme. I think it's a little too extreme for someone just starting to hop onto. If you could do it and then go through it your first try, more power to you. You're going to come out a beast. Most people can't. Most people react and will probably be more successful making little changes, building their confidence and going through that journey, because you're little by little, you're learning different pieces. You're learning about different pieces of yourself you didn't know were there. But you need those pieces to build the person you want to be with these habits. That's the point of starting these habits, so you can eventually put those pieces together and then step back and look at the thing that you made that is now yourself. So this is definitely going to be a full episode now.
Just 30-minute talks.
Yeah, 30-minute talks. No, it's basically a full episode.
Yeah, I was just Captain.
So to summarize everything, try intermittent fasting. Those benefits that we listed, we really don't have anything negative to say about intermittent fasting.
One thing that could also help. Sorry, I just cut
Go
you
for
off.
it.
One thing that could also help with your diet is giving yourself little rewards like outside of food. You know, like say you eat good for like an entire week, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to the beach this weekend or something,
Yeah.
but still like stay on my diet. Just reward yourself.
Or you
Be
even
more
could reward
creative
yourself
than
for
me.
food. If you're, let's say you want to, if you stay like 90%, if you stay like 90% accurate onto any
Yeah.
healthy diet, if you eat chocolate for the other 10%, there is no way that you're still going to see incredible results. If you stay 60, if you go from 0 to 60% healthy, from like 0 being your baseline to 60% more
Yeah.
better food choices, you're going to see a huge difference. There's no problem in any facet of life or in progress and starting from wherever you are and not comparing yourself to someone who's way ahead of you, because everybody started from somewhere different. And the difference isn't that they started from somewhere ahead of you, so that's why they're there. No, just like we said on the other episode, there's people who have started in worse conditions than you. The only difference is they understand the process of making a mistake, forgiving themselves, and progressing. How can I not do that again? How can I make better decisions next time? And how can I do this better? That's it. And that's 100% the mindset you have to have when starting with your physiology. And in this case, we're talking about your diet. So if you mess up, how can I not make this mistake again? How can I do better? And how can I still move forward in a positive manner with the right decisions after what I just shoved in my mouth, which I shouldn't have?
Why'd you have to word it like that?
Why'd you have to think it like that? Let us know in the comments, guys. Who's wrong right now? It's Lucas.
Let us know who you'd rather shag.
Let us know in the comments if you want something good to happen to you. If you
Just
want
make
something
sure to
shoved in your
comment
mouth.
Good.
Comment good if you want us to shove something in your mouth this weekend.
And give you our macros. Dang, we actually went off. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's still more. We can
Popped
talk about.
off. Well, we started at what, 2 minutes?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's basically
it's a full
That's
episode.
not a full episode coming at you.
I had something I wanted to talk about before we started joking around right now.
What?
Oh, quick shout out to a YouTuber that I watch. His name is Remington James. He's the guy that I get these recipes from. You think of anything in the world, and he makes
Infinity
like
Stones?
anabolic version of it for food.
Oh, that's cool.
Like that's pretty much his entire channel right now. And I was telling Bailey, he eats like pizzas for lunch, burgers for dinner, McGriddles for breakfast, but they're all like homemade and anabolic, so they're like super high protein, low fat, low carb. And this dude stays under like 10% body fat year round, eating. Like if you didn't know those were stuff that he made, you'd be like, how's this guy not 600 pounds?
That's exactly what I mean. I mean, little changes means making small adjustments and feeling comfortable with them and feeling good about them. I don't feel like when I eat, I don't feel like I'm eating terrible. I mean, I eat things that I enjoy. I enjoy the food that I eat. So figure out a way so that you can become successful in whatever thing that you are chasing, and do it and in a way that you have some enjoyment inside of it. You can't force yourself to believe. You can't always be pushing. You have to put yourself in a position where whatever you want is pulling you. If you're always in the state of push, you're going to get tired. But if you're in the state of getting pulled, that's the easiest, quickest way to get there. And 100% with your diet, that means having some enjoyment in what you're eating, making small changes, making changes that you're going to enjoy, that are going to be more convenient, that are going to make you more productive, that are going to give you awesome results when you look in the mirror, the results that you want. Because the worst thing that you could do is pretend like you are making the right decisions and then see the wrong results and then blame it on your decisions and blame it on, I blame it on intermittent fasting when you weren't even doing it right, or you were intermittent fasting but you were still eating like crap and you weren't exercising as much. You go to
the gym with Bailey and he makes you get a shake after the workout.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
I just had so little calories yesterday. I had to.
Yeah, I would have too.
Shake, I would have had like 1,500 calories.
Yeah, I would have too.
Keep going.
That was it. I mean, we kind of I think we kind of wrapped it up there.
I wanted to give like an example of foods that I eat for my breakfast, which is like at noon when I stop my fast.
Oh yeah, give them examples of some quick things that you saw. You said the chicken and waffle was. What were the macros on those? So they don't think it's like some Roscoe's crap.
The chicken sandwich was like insane. It was like 6 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbs, and like 65 grams of protein.
Damn. What bread or how are the macros like that? How is it only 5 grams of fat?
Because it's air fried, so you're, like the fat and fried foods comes from grease.
Throw that
just throw it as close to the sky as possible, and then it falls into my sandwich.
The sun strikes it.
Yeah. So like doing stuff like that, it's either low fat or fat free ranch. So that takes out a lot of fat and a lot of calories. Trimming off the fat on the chicken, like the little animal fat on the chicken. And that's how it was so low fat, because the fat from fried foods all comes from the grease. So if you put it in an air fryer, it's but that's not the example that I wanted to give. I wanted to give an example of egg whites and bacon, something that I eat in the morning, which is probably like my favorite meal in the day. But
breakfast is my favorite meal too.
Yeah, I don't know why I like breakfast. Like the other day, the chicken and waffles, that was for lunch, but I was like, I want breakfast again. I guess chicken's not really breakfast. But like egg whites, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't like eating egg whites. But they're just so high in protein that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna eat this, but I'm gonna have me some effing bacon with it, because I'll have like 1 or 2 strips, so it's not that much. So I'm getting like, I eat a whole cup of egg whites, which I think is like 40 to 50 grams of protein.
Damn.
And then I'll have the bacon, which is like under 10 grams of fat, which isn't that bad. So I'll just like scarf down my eggs real quick, because I don't really like the taste, because it's plain.
And then you could look forward to the bacon after.
Yeah.
I do that too. Yeah, for me, some quick things that I make that have some pretty good. I mean, the best thing is milk, normal milk, not special milk.
Straight from the cow. He has a farm in his backyard, so he goes and milks it.
No, normal milk, and then oatmeal.
Whole milk or like 2%, 1%?
I think we just have like normal whole milk.
I've been drinking almond milk.
For me, I don't mind. I don't mind the actual milk.
That's kind of like what my family started getting, and I think it tastes better.
Yeah. Usually, well, for me, I'm in a slight lean bulk, so I don't mind the milk calories, and I don't hear a bunch of terrible things about milk. So, it does make me gassy though, so I don't do it. I don't drink milk too often.
Protein shakes make me gassy.
Yeah. So milk, a cup of oatmeal, and some blueberries, strawberries, or banana, and a scoop of protein. That's the macros on that are for the calories, and the calories and protein ratio is pretty good, and that's super quick. You do that in 2-3 minutes. Another one that I like is I get 2 slices of whole wheat bread, and 2. Remember, I'm on a lean bulk, so I eat big meals less times throughout the day and in a very short period. Yeah, this is about to sound like a lot, but
Bailey's metabolism is also on X Games mode.
Yeah, this is about to sound like a lot, but
he takes a bite and then he has to go poop before he can take the next bite.
So I 2 slices of bread, 2 eggs sunny side up on each bread, with jelly on the bread, and a slice of ham on top and avocado on top. It sounds like a lot, huh? But
that doesn't sound like that much.
It's it's so good. You guys have to try that one.
Ate not too long ago.
That I love that meal. And sometimes if I want some more carbs, I'll add some Eggo waffles with it, with a Greek yogurt, which Greek yogurts have a ton of great protein. Nature Valley protein bars, 200 calories for 10 grams of protein. Just start looking at products that say protein and have a lot of protein on them. And then maybe start with educating yourself on macros.
Also, don't be scared of carbs. Your body needs carbs to function. Everybody preaches keto. Get in ketosis, you're going to lose so much fat.
Yeah, I never got it.
But like your body needs carbs to function. People think if you eat carbs, you're gonna get fat, and that's not how it works.
Carbs
you get
is what
fat because you
your-
eat way too many carbs.
Carbs
Like-
is what your body burns for energy, and then when you don't have carbs, your body. Oh, and then when you don't burn those, they turn into fat.
Yeah.
Right, and then your
But
fat
so like
is also fat storage.
a high carb meal that I have sometimes, which is also high protein, is protein French toast. I think it has like honestly close to like 100 grams of carbs, and it's like 4 things of just straight up plain white bimbo bread with
Bimbo.
yeah, and then you mix. I forgot how much egg whites it is. You mix some egg whites with scoop of protein, and you put like some cinnamon in it. Mix it up. Put the bread in there. Throw it on the grill. Some fire French toast, bro. Sugar-free syrup. Doesn't really taste that different to normal syrup to me. Fire.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another one, but I think those are probably the easiest and quickest things that are super convenient for me. Other than that, like I mentioned, my snacks.
Yeah, snacks I don't really eat too much of.
Yogurts come in clutch for me.
I'm trying to lose weight, so I guess.
Well, yogurts are good for you, and the Greek yogurts are 80 calories and 10 grams of protein.
Yeah, I don't like the way they taste though.
What flavors?
Oh, I just would get the plain ones when I used to eat it.
Yeah, dude, the flavors that they have smack.
Which ones? The
vanilla?
Oikos?
Vanilla.
How much sugar
smacks.
do they have though?
I don't know.
Yeah, sugar's something that I look at because sugar could be turned into fat.
Vanilla smacks.
Like Gatorades, bro. I was looking at the back of a Gatorade.
Yeah,
That thing
Gatorades
is
have-
like 70% sugar.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, G. But no, that's also to like give you energy when you're like working out, playing basketball, stuff like that.
When you're playing basketball for like 5 hours straight, like we were.
Dude, one time when I wasn't like focused on being a high value man, I went to the gym when it opened, was getting buckets by myself. Some people walked in, played with them, and that turned into just me being there the entire day playing basketball. I didn't eat nothing. No, I left to Chipotle because it was at Santa Fe Springs,
You went back to the
and then I went back to play.
Damn.
We were
That's
off
that
the
Hooper
court,
life.
had to wait like 3 games to get the next one. I was like, I'm going to go get some nom noms.
Just some Hooper life. All right, to wrap it up.
I was
you have
like, I
anything
want to
add?
leave, and the override was like, feel the gym, feel it.
Want to a lesson on diet to wrap it up,
Lesson on diet.
or what changes did that
Eat
do for you?
whatever you want to eat.
Eat whatever the.
But don't eat whatever the F you want to eat. Eat what you know you should be eating. Make healthier choices. You don't have to eat chicken and broccoli all the time. Again, look up Remington James on YouTube. He makes some insane recipes that are legitimately good. Greg Doucette's another one. There's another one that I can't think of his name because I don't watch him as much. Bro, Philly cheesesteak sliders from Remington James, he made them. Bro, it was like, because you get a lot of fat-free cheeses, which I don't care what anybody says, they taste fine. Obviously, they're not going to taste like the normal ones, but they're still good. And you get like 96% lean ground beef and even straight up Hawaiian rolls. One slider had like one little thing of the Hawaiian rolls had like 25 grams of protein in it, almost no fat, and like barely any carbs. So look up Remington James. Make healthier, high protein, anabolic choices. Take steroids. And also,
Okay, that was a joke. We're getting
that was a
for
joke.
sure.
Don't. Unless you want to have small nuts, then go ahead and take it.
A small nut makes your
Give it
pickle
your-
look bigger, baby.
You got anything else you want to add on
Yeah, for sure.
before the outro, just on diet?
To sum everything up,
Structure your day. I forgot
the
about
point-
that.
the
Structure
point
your
of-
mother effing day.
the point of structuring your day, the point of having a high protein diet, the point of having a time frame of when to eat these good foods structured, and staying consistent with it is so that you can not only put yourself in that cycle, but put yourself in that cycle of positive momentum and change for your body, that is also going to affect so many other aspects of your life. Not only is it going to affect your physical health, but once you physically feel great, then you not only are able to literally operate at the highest capacity that your body can, or to the level of health that you're eating at, to the level of healthy choices that you're making food-wise, But also when you start to see those results, you're psychologically building that strength in your mind, saying, hey, I make these decisions. You know, I'm the type of person that does this. Look it, I have abs, or look it, I have bicep. I have a healthy looking body. I'm pretty lean. That sends a message to your brain. And whenever you're in a situation that tests you, like so many of these people that are just into fitness, celebrities, whatever, a lot of them are in great shape and they don't even contribute their success to much things other than the way that they do anything is the way that they do everything. So there's only so, in my opinion, especially for me, there's only so productive I can be if I know that I'm letting my body go. That's why I've pretty much always been focused on having the best body and feeling as great and being as strong as I could.
And showing as many forearm veins as possible.
Oh, yeah. Because when I'm not, oh no, they're hiding right now.
One paper cut.
Because I'm not, yeah. Because when I'm not, I could only be so productive because I know that I'm lacking in such an important part of my life. So, now that you know how important it is, you have a responsibility to make the right decisions and take control of one of the most important parts of your life that is going to have one of the most long-lasting effects on your life. The decisions that you make now are not only going to affect your health in the future, but the decisions that you make now are going to be the basis for the habits that you're going to have in the future as well. That's the lesson. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for lifting. I'm Bailey. This is Lucas. I'm taller, obviously. That's why I got the shorter mic to make him feel better.
I wanted to leave you guys with a Warren Buffett quote.
I eat McDonald's every day. Is that what he says?
Just eat whatever you want. You're going to live till you're 80-something.
Yeah. You're not Warren Buffett. Don't do that.
Warren Buffett said, "The weight of a bad habit is too light to be felt until it is too heavy to be broken."
That's some bars. Damn, that's some bars. Someone sign Warren.
I read that in a book.
Someone sign my boy Warren.
Somebody get him on the label. G hit him
Someone
Columbia
sign my boy
Records.
Warren. Warren G. Oh, Warren G. Buffett. Thanks for listening, guys. This is Bailey. This is Lucas. Find me on Instagram. I am Bailey Contreras. And TikTok, I am Bailey Contreras. On YouTube, at Bailey Contreras. Find You Versus You on YouTube at the You Versus You podcast. Same thing on all the other platforms. Make sure to listen to us on Spotify.
If you search us up on a website called Anchor, it'll be able to link you to all the other websites that the podcast is on.
Mm-hmm. And feel free to reach out to us for our diet advice and what's been working out for us too, and what do we let us know about your situation. We might have some advice on what you can do to make your own first steps into making better decisions for yourself. Where can we find you on the socials,
real quick,
Luke?
To add on to hitting us up if you have any questions. Also hit us up if you need
cute?
someone to give you a little bit of macros, you know what I'm saying? No, but if you need someone to just keep you accountable, me and Bailey are here for anybody to create even maybe a little accountability group chat or something.
A little accountability group chat. 100%.
But yeah, don't be afraid to reach out to us. Don't be afraid to cash in on your good luck by leaving a comment.
Yeah.
No, but just go ahead and leave us feedback on how weird Bailey is with his microphone, and let me know if you want me to start doing this podcast solo.
Yeah, guys, let us know.
You can find me on social media at Lucas Wavy on every single platform, even OnlyFans, $5 a month. And I'm gonna cut this out.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. You Versus You podcast. This is gonna end up being episode 7 or 8, whenever we post it.
Thanks for lifting.
Thanks for lifting.